Final Score Friday. Sponsored by Richmond Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics and Loyalty Automotive.
I want to welcome those of you back who are watching us online for the fifth quarter, where Sean and I will break down some of the games of the evening. The first one, our game of the week, is actually from Thursday night with two top 5 teams again. Thomas Dale on the road at Hermitage. And again, you know, when we pick the games of the week, we really think they're going to be competitive. But unfortunately, we're 0 for 3 this week because one team has exerted dominance over another. This one took a little bit longer to show it, but Thomas Dale had an impressive showing last night.
And they did it by the big plays. Their 3 touchdowns, their first 3 touchdowns, encompassed nearly 250 yards of offense. The first 2 were by that quarterback, Ethan Minter, who went over the top of the Hermitage defense. He went with Tyree and also Seaborn on those 2 touchdown passes. And Brandon Rose, he is making a strong case for Region 6A Offensive Player of the Year. Another 100-yard plus performance on the ground. 3 more touchdowns. That's 9 in the first 2 weeks. And the big one, this was the backbreaker right after Jeremiah Coney scored for Hermitage to get to within 7. The next drive, almost the next play, Rose breaks off an 87-yard touchdown run, and the game, I think, was decided at that point. It was a big showing for Thomas Dale, who normally likes to run the football, but they were going bombs away early on.
And again, this is Hermitage, a program that prides itself on defense, a program that scored 50 points in their first 2 games, which they had never done before in school history. And it's, you know, it's not like, you know, they're a team that won't be going to the playoffs or doing anything at the end. Hermitage is a very good program. Timothy Jean-Pierre has done a wonderful job over there. But that's just really, really impressive from Thomas Dale.
And it started with the line. That's what Coach Tucker said after the game. It started with those 5 guys, those 5 experienced guys up front that set the stage for Mentor to get time in the pocket, pick his spots through the air, and he was able to do that. He almost had a 300-yard passing night Thursday against Hermitage, and like I said, with Rose, almost another 150 yards on the ground. Strong case for a Region 6A Player of the Year with 9 touchdowns so far through the first 2 games.
Another impressive showing earlier this afternoon was Trinity Episcopal. They were on the road at Collegiate, the defending state champs, taking on Jack Callahan, the sophomore quarterback from Collegiate that has turned a couple of heads, especially at a lot of the preseason camps and stuff over the summer. But tonight he ran into, or this afternoon rather, he ran into a lot of good defensive backs in that Collegiate or Trinity secondary that have their eyes on Division I programs when they go to the next level.
There's a lot of talent in that defensive backfield that almost kind of overshadowed what they did offensively. Tegan Logan threw for 321 yards and 4 touchdowns, 2 to Devion Brown, who could be the best freshman in this area, who had 175 yards receiving and 2 of those touchdown catches. Trey Grant, he had a big game on the ground, 167 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. They are good on both sides of the ball right now, and they could be well on their way to possibly hosting another state championship. They're that good this year.
And what's interesting is when they won the state title last year, I think they had 3 losses last year.
Right.
And even, you know, head coach Sam Mickens said, we weren't the best team in all of our games last year. They found a way to get good at the end of the season. This year, they're going to be good all season long.
All of that noise in the offseason about which player was going to which college, that is to the wayside.
Yeah.
Their focus is solely on let's be better than last year. Yes, they won a state title, but they were only 8-3. They want to be maybe 10-1, 11-0, and going back-to-back in Division I and the VISAA.
There were more than a couple of games that went back and forth all night last night, and one of the ones in the near West End, Glen Allen hosting Patrick Henry. The Patriots came in ranked 7th in our CBS 6 910 The Fan coaches poll. They were only 1-0. Glen Allen started 0-2, but Perry Jones always has one of the toughest schedules of any team all year because he plays half of that old Capital District schedule. So, you know, you still got Verida on his schedule coming up. They're still going to play Highland Springs. And last night, these two went back and forth just like a playoff game. Patrick Henry has got designs on the Class 4 playoffs once again like they do every year. But this could be a game that turns the season around for Glen Allen because they had to come back multiple times, and eventually they wore down the Patriots in the second half and ended up winning by 12.
You made an interesting statement that we didn't hear a lot of last year, and that's wearing Patrick Henry was worn down. Last year, the team, Patrick Henry, was wearing other people, wearing the opponents down late in games. this year.
Including Verina, the only team to beat Verina last year.
So this could be a statement game. If they can make a run in October and November, they can go back to that game against Patrick Henry. Said this was our turning point of the season. Team that made the regional final, speaking of Patrick Henry, winning that game by wearing them down, something that we didn't say a lot of with the Patriots.
But for Glen Allen, they very small margin for error since they already have 2 losses on the season, so they're going to have to do that a lot towards the rest of the season. We want to take you back to last night. This game was crazy. And I'm very glad I stayed for the whole thing.
Yes.
Overtime between Meadowbrook and J.R. Tucker. Now, J.R. Tucker scored with less than 2 minutes to go in this game to force overtime. Then Jordan Jefferson scores on the very first play of overtime. Give them a 12-6 lead. And then they go to, I'm not kidding, there was an interception that was called back by holding. There was all kinds of drama in this game last night. Meadowbrook finally gets a defensive stop on 4th and goal in overtime. They win 12-6. It snaps a 34-game losing streak. They had not won since they beat Hopewell on November 3rd of 2017, which means none of the kids in this video had ever experienced a win in a Meadowbrook uniform. It was the longest losing streak in the area at the time. And congratulations to the Monarchs, who finally pulled one out. And who knows, next week, next week it gets a little bit tougher because I think they play Thomas Dale next week.
They do.
Okay. It might get a little tougher next week.
It'll be a tougher test. But for those guys, and you saw the emotion there at the end, it's one game, but for those guys, like you said, going through multiple coaches who hadn't won a game, and to finally end that streak on their home field, that's a special moment for Coach Goodwin and those guys.
I want to thank you all for watching us online for the 5th quarter. For all your scores and highlights from Week 3, just go to the Final Score Friday page at WTVR.com. Want to give a big shout out to the girls from Douglas Freeman who have been spending the night with us here in the studio. Their Mavericks got a 21-7 win as well. Sean and I will see you next Friday night for Week 4 of Final Score Friday. So long, everyone.